Don't forget to subscribe. Hello and welcome back to Ask Johnny. You know, a wise man once said, if you don't give kids something to do, they'll do whatever they bloody like. And that's the topic we're on today on Ask Johnny. The Chinese have recently slapped a ban on kids under 18 playing computer games, only a bloody hour and a half a week or some such thing. And to tackle that, we're going to go straight to Ask Johnny.
I tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct within a year.
Johnny, it's great to be back here for another episode of Ask Johnny. How are you doing? G'day, Johnny. Again, we're back here for Ask Johnny in the beautiful Ask Johnny studios on Surfers Paradise Drive, Queensland, Australia. Good. We've got a letter here, of course, Johnny, and it's from Wang Yip in Hawaii. And hello to everybody in Hawaii. All the Ask Johnny viewers over there. There's millions of them. Thanks for watching. But Johnny, Wang Yip says, Johnny, China has recently decreed a time limit for their kids playing computer games. Is this a good thing, Johnny? Tell the world your thoughts, for God's sake. Signed, Wang Yip in Hawaii. Thanks, Wang Yip. Johnny, this is an ongoing issue. Kids playing bloody video games. Computer games? Jesus, don't get me started. Although you have, I reckon.
Hey, children in China will only be allowed to play online video games for 3 hours a week. Authorities say under 18s can only play online games between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Fridays and the weekend.
Struth! Is that right?
China has announced a ban on children playing online games on school days. In fact, under new restrictions, Chinese kids will only be allowed to play the games for 3 hours a week.
I mean, at least the old Chinese authorities are taking matters in hand, which doesn't seem to be even an issue for Western governments. They just let things slide along until the shit hits the fan, then they decide to do something. Surely that's bullshit. It got me thinking they should be doing something before all these things happen. But then that wouldn't be very popular with the people and they might get voted out. You got something there, Johnny? You've got something there. Yeah, and do we really need to be teaching kids, the little kids, how to bloody destroy some superhero villain, slashing him with swords and kicking the shit out of him and blowing him up and all that sort of clap? Jesus, have a look at that bloody thing! Should we be teaching kids that anyway? Is anybody caring about that? I can't think of anything else to say. I mean, kids riding bikes these days. When I was a little kid back on the farm, of course we had a bike. Everybody had a bike. I had a horse too. Oh yeah, they were the days, Johnny, of course. What's it going to do to young kids' natural physique? They're going to end up all slopey-shouldered and short-sighted? Yeah, back in a simpler time. Yeah. You wait in a couple of years, maybe a bit longer than a couple of years, they're going to get even more and more realistic and the kids are going to be able to completely disappear into the bloody game. Yeah, that's right, Johnny. I don't think they want to come back. Because the life they're leading inside the game is far more fucking interesting than the one out here. Oh, I don't know about that, Johnny. They're just kids having fun. The last 18 months or more, governments have been telling us what to bloody do, locking us up and all that for our own benefit. But when it comes to computer shit and kids sitting on them for months, no one seems to say anything. I can't think of anything else to say. What's wrong with a good game of marbles? Yeah, they were the days.
You're about to see an incredible human document. An encounter with forces that no one on this earth really understands. You may find it shocking, impossible. But it is nevertheless evidence of a universe beyond the power of our five senses.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm glad you sorted that one out. But we've got another letter here. And, hey, you've changed your shirt. Yeah, it's in the wash. What's your question? Yeah, all right. But Dana, in Sweden, and hello to everybody in Sweden. We've got a huge following over there. Millions of viewers in Sweden watching the Ask Johnny channel. Johnny, she says, it's finally happened. Abba have released a new album after 40 years. I'm beyond ecstatic. But they are not performing live. They are holographic. What do you think of this, Johnny? Signed, Anna. From Sweden, kiss, 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 thanks, Anna. Johnny, what do you think of that? Oh, Abba, yeah, what a group they were. Not my particular cup of tea, but sold a few records.
Here they go again. Abba has announced the release of their first new studio album in 40 years.
And the girls were bloody beautiful. Oh, Abba, well, the girls were beautiful. The blokes were a bit iffy, but the girls, they were beautiful. Yeah, Bjorn and Benny, or whatever their names were, they left a bit to be desired, I reckon. But it got me thinking, what constitutes a bloody rock and roll show these days and what doesn't? Yeah, you got something there, Johnny.
Benny, Bjorn, Annie Fried and Agneta have announced a new concert in London where they'll appear in hologram form.
Agneta, Frida, Benny and Bjorn got on a stage in front of 160 cameras and almost as many VFX geniuses. And they performed every song in this show.
Who wants to see a bloody hologram? In the day when I was going to rock and roll shows, they were a full bloody show and you knew they were live, they weren't no holograms back then. Have a look at some of this action. Now, the spirit of rock and roll designates that there's got to be a bit of rebelliousness and a bit of swearing, bit of sweat, the odd bloody brawl. That was always good. Right, yeah. And have a look at this one. Yeah, they were the days, Johnny. Yeah. Some bloke's got to smash his guitar. I don't think Bjorn and Benny are going to be smashing their guitar and piano in this particular holographic show. Surely that's bullshit. What's wrong with them? Don't they like a bit of throwing the TV screen out the window with a motel and drugs and all those good things that constitute true rock and roll? How many times do you have to be told? So as usual, I start pondering, where is this all going to end, Johnny? Yeah, that's right, Johnny. Were we just going to get robots marching around? If you can get a robot that looks like Abba, they should send them instead. At least they wouldn't be holographic. Oh, I'm not sure about that. And why not just program some robots to write you some new Abba-type music? Yeah, they got to be thinking ahead, Johnny. Bjorn and Benny have been fucking around in the studio, but they could do it all with computers. No! Oh, that sounds like bullshit. So, Anna, in Sweden, don't get your hopes up, girl. And what if the album's just a load of shit? The whole Abba legacy will fly right out the window. Yeah, what do you think of all that? Holograms and computer games, I don't know where the world's going to. Does anybody? But if you want more of this claptrap, tune in tomorrow. I'll have my shirt back on and we'll move forward with more astonishing Ask Johnny. See you then.
Bye.